Good morning, you guys. How y'all doing out there? Hey. Okay, today we're going to be talking about demonic possession. When we die, our gross body is ceased to exist. In the subconscious mind, intellect, ego, and soul, i.e., minus the physical body, move on to other regions of the universe, depending on our merits or demerits. That chooses where we go, to heaven or hell, right? And we already know that hell has 9 layers. That's a picture of hell and its 9 layers. Okay, and we don't want to go there. But unfortunately, when we die, depending on how we lived our lives, our merits, our demerits, it chooses where we go. So we have 3 basic components: sattva, raha, and tama. The raha tama means negative energy, spiritual impurity, unrighteousness. Now, and when the levels of these things rise, when the level of these things rise, it makes the world bad. We have natural disasters, floods, you name it, it happens, right? So sattva is purity and knowledge. Raha is action and passion. Tama is ignorance and inertia. So example for the sativa. A man lives in service of society with no expectation of recognition or reward or any ulterior motive. You just live and you do righteousness because you're a good person, right? In the raha, a man lives for personal gain and achievement. And these are the 3 different personalities that they say are characteristics that a person can have, which can change the diameter of the universe, on earth as we live here. And so the raha lives more for personal gain and achievement. A person with characteristics of the tama, it has a problem about stepping on others' toes to get ahead or harming society. Those people are more tend to do violence, like, I want to say like a king or something, like in authority. They don't have no problem about stepping over other people's toes and harming society. Kings do that. People of hierarchy, right? So we call the components subtle because they are intangible, not physical in nature, and they cannot be seen with any instruments such as the latest electronic microscopes. Technically, advanced physical instrumentation in the future too will not be able to measure them. These 3 subtle basic components can only be perceived by the subtle sense organs or our 6th sense. The subtle basic sativa component is the most subtle and tangible of the 3 subtle basic components. It is the component nearest to divinity, hence its predominance in a person. Its characteristics by happiness, contentment, virtues like patience, perseverance, can't say it, ability to forgive, spiritual yearning, etc., right? So a person with the basic tama components is the basis of the 3. Its predominance in the person is reflected by laziness, greed, attachment to worldly matters, etc. The subtle basic raha component provides fuel to the other 2, i.e. it brings about the action. So depending on whether a person is predominantly sattvic or tamasic, the subtle basic raha component will bring about actions pertaining to sativa or tama. So yeah, you guys, we need to look into these characteristics, sativa, rama, and tama, and see if that pertains to any one of us, because that's a way that we can stay from being possessed by demons. So let's move forward in our other clip. So then I wanted to talk about some facts about COVID-19. And it's a fact check. Does COVID backwards mean possession by an evil spirit? Because we're so caught up in this world by the materialized things that we see and everything, it becomes an illusion. We made separate lives from the way God intended for us to live, you guys. We were supposed to come here, live in harmony and peace, and then go back to the Creator as we found our oneness. But we got here and got stuck into the materialistic of this world and the carnally. So now we living through our shadow selves. Like that movie, Us, I think it's Us, where they had it was them, but another version of them, which was the evil version of them, it came up from the underworld and they wanted to live in their bodies. That's just like us. Our shadow selves will eventually overtake our real lives, and we'll be thinking we're living the way we're supposed to live, but in reality we're not. So that's where you get that illusion. We're living in an illusion because we really are, right? The Matrix. So the shadow is living in front of the real you. We are all still wearing our masks. The way the Creator wants us to live in peace and harmony, we change it to chaos and destruction. COVID-19 equals demonic possession. DVOC, 911. So everyone knows that the devil does everything in reverse from Christ, i.e. God said, let there be light. Lucifer, he wants total darkness, right? And that's not what God wants. So let's watch this little clip about the COVID-19 and what people said about it. If people said, hey, I got COVID-19, I had COVID. So if you had COVID, that means you was possessed by a spirit. That's what that's saying. That wasn't that informative, but
this entrepreneur brand logo was done by it.
And then I got another clip from this movie called Constantine. And the reason why I pulled up this movie Constantine, because I'm going to go over the different levels of demonic possession. Demonic possession is a complex issue where nothing is what it seems to the gross eye. In over 7 years of intense study of the subject, SSRF has come across various types of demonic possessions that indicate a diverse range of symptoms and impact on the individuals who are possessed. There is no easy way to explain the levels of possession, as there are a number of ways and nuisances in looking at any type of possession. In this article, we will try our best to share with you these perspectives on demonic possession and their various nuisances. See up here, right there, that is mild, medium, and severe. Those are the different levels of possession. You can be possessed mildly, medium, or severe. Okay. So here's a picture of a girl. She's possessed. They have a protective film around the picture so that the negative energy from her won't, because they say that well, it's a known fact that even when we watch movies, we watch horror movies in our house, that energy can come through your television, and you know it can disturb your peace, your inner peace, because these beings, remember, they want to live again. So look at her, she's all up there crazy. So you got your kids, you see somebody in your house acting like this is abnormal behavior. This is not usual behavior. Okay, I was looking for that other picture I had. But so we got mild demonic possession here. Even a lay person, by the means of his or her intellect and a basic understanding of demonic possession, can understand from observing an individual's abnormal behavior that something is amiss with the possessed person. The person who is possessed behaves abnormally, and the entity inside the person has mostly manifested. The behavior could be a deviation from the person's normal behavior, such as high amount of aggressiveness from a docile person, hysterical laughter, talking gibberish, etc. It is also possible to decide intellectually that a person's symptoms are due to demonic possession when they subside with spiritual remedies. For example, if the abnormal behavior calms down in the premises of a temple or church, or by drinking or sprinkling holy water, etc. So, yeah, we need to watch ourselves, you guys. I don't know what's going on, what Nancy and them doing, but we have to pray to God to save our souls. A medium demonic possession, here one will require a higher level of sixth sense or extrasensory perception to be able to discern whether the person is possessed. The spiritual level of the person diagnosing would generally be between 50 to 70%, and that's spiritual strength. That's how much praying you do, how much you believe in God. Like, what's your spiritual strength? And most, it reminded me of that Pokemon game, y'all. It was like that demons have a strength of 1,000. You know, some of them got 1,000. And if we not, our percent of our spiritual strength is not at 100% or even 50%, we can be overcome by these things. That's why we need to pray and have God in our frontal lobes instead of material things, so that we can be protected from this world and its entities in it. Severe demonic possession. Here, only a saint would be able to diagnose whether a person is possessed. For a person possessed by higher level ghosts, only a saint of the highest order would be able to ascertain that the person is indeed possessed, like a pope or somebody from the Vatican. And if y'all was to go look up some YouTube videos on the Vatican and demonic possessions, you would see a lot of videos of people and they throwing up nails and all kinds of stuff that you knew couldn't come out of a person's body. That's crazy. So then we got demonic possession is very real and it's on the rise. Although many scientists say demonic possession is a myth, one psychiatrist says it is very real and may be on the rise. Dr. Richard Gallagher is a leading psychiatrist and professor of the clinical psychiatry at New York Medical College. Unlike most of these colleagues in the scientific arena, he believes there is a spiritual world with a very dark side that goes beyond just our physical world. Gallagher's work with the demonic world began decades ago when he had one client who was a self-proclaimed witch. She called herself a witch and dressed the part with flowing dark clothes and black eyeshadow around to her temples. Gallagher describes in an article in the Washington Post, as a man of science, he was skeptical about her claims until he experienced the unexplainable. So you guys, it's crazy. Okay? And demonic possession is real. Do not think that because it was a clip like last week, a dude, he cut his girlfriend up, he dismembered her body, and I don't know what else he was gonna do with it either. Who knows? He was possessed. He going to jail. And it's like, y'all seen that movie Fallen with Denzel Washington? That movie too, Fallen, that was a movie too. I'm gonna show y'all a clip from Constantine and the Devil's Advocate. And this is when the demon was in that dude right there body. His name was Reese. And it's the demon that hunted Denzel. He's a demon.
Have a safe trip, Criminals like Reese, to kill a few people somehow, it ain't their fault. Oh, it took place tonight.
All these serial killers we got out there, you guys, they possessed by demons. Demon was in that little boy. They go in kids too, to affect a person's life, their mental state, all that. If you feel like somebody's taunting you, tormenting you, they probably are, because they possessed by a demon, and demons like chaos and destruction. And it could jump from person to person to person to person. It could be 3 of us in the room. And within that, before that day's up, it been and went through all 3 of us, and it stayed in the person that it felt more suitable, more comfortable with. So here's another clip from another movie. It's called Constantine.
Well, I believe what I see, and I'm still trying to get my mind around what I just saw.
Some things, pal, you should know.
I know you, Hobbs. Put the gun down. I know who you are. Put the gun down!
And even though he told him to put the gun down and he shot him and he was going to shoot him, that was a demon. And that's how we lose our lives innocent. That's why God said we're supposed to do it. Protect our bodies and our temples. Because evil does rule the world.
How do we fight him? Is it even possible?
I believe it is.
John Goodman. You know I didn't do this.
I know that, Hobbs. I know you know more than you're saying.
And this is a clip from the movie Constantine. Constantine was a man who was sending demons back to hell. He would go around taking evil out of the bodies of the incarnate.
Mr. Constantine, I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know the circles you travel in, the occult, exorcisms. I need to understand.
You don't want to know what's out there. Trust me on this.
What if I told you that God and the devil made a wager for the soul of small mankind?
I don't believe in the devil.
You should. He believes in you.
Close your eyes. And whatever happens, don't look. You see them. They see you. life.
Okay, now that was another clip from Constantine. So you guys, like, it's been movies out there. I know we got a lot going on in our lives and we tend to forget. Remember when God took them demons out of those people and he put them in the pigs, and the pigs, God, don't kill us, let us go into those pigs. Then they went into the pigs and they ran into the water and they drowned. That's why I don't get in water either. Spirits roam in water too. It's a song, I can't remember exactly how it goes because I didn't look that up for you guys. There's some other stuff that I wanted to share with you guys, and it's real, it's out there. Look at that. These are some pictures of people who was possessed. This is how they look. Look at him. He hissing and shit like a damn snake. That's how she looked before. You know. And look at her face now. You see some, go get an old picture of somebody and put it next to them now. See if their face looks sucked in or something wrong with them. They probably possessed, most likely they are. They don't even know they possessed, to be honest. Go up to somebody, they go get mad. Are you saying I'm possessed? What make you so special? Nothing. I just got a lot of God in me. And that's hell. And that's where them dang on spirits come from. You know what I'm saying? That's where they come from. And it's crazy, you guys, that we live in a world where that demonic possession is not talked about that much. They'll talk about the coronavirus more than anything. The church don't even talk about that. Pray to God. Pray, 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 pray. All the thing they always say is pray. So what we having in our head is pray. And I ain't saying nothing's wrong with praying, but are we doing it right? Are we talking to the right person we need to be praying to anyways? So at the end of the day, you guys, it's 6 demon types out there. 6 of them. Fear demons, anger demon, a lust demon. You got a drug demon, depression demon, and an arch demon. And the arch demon is so powerful through their network of oppressed individuals capable of physical projection and end will surround themselves with highly compromised individuals in power positions the world over as a means to create massive events of energetic release. Ain't that something, right? So fear and anger, it produces war. They got child trafficking for the purpose of occult rituals and manifesting demons. That's why they be stealing those kids and using them for blood sacrifices. Demons' cardinal rule is to never reveal themselves to lesser people. But in the case of certain wicked human agents, they do readily reveal themselves with promise of power and knowledge that these people desire. So you see these people in like Obama. Obama and them, they be, and the Queen Elizabeth, all them, these top of the line people that we look up to, they're all possessed by demons because the demons chose them anyways because at the higher rank that they had and what they want total world domination. They want to kill everything. Samael, the angel of poison or death, his wife is Harlot. He runs the show, right? He got everybody doing this chaotic thing with this disease, the coronavirus, World War III, and it ain't gonna end. We got 3 more years of depression, you guys. So we gotta not only put God forth, we need to clear our chakras. We need to get our bodies in line so that we can talk to the Most High, because God will not talk to a filthy individual. If your body is not clean and you go and ask God for forgiveness, He will not grant you that. Everybody was born with guardian angels. We can talk to our spirit guides. They're there all the time to help you. But you can't run your spirit guide away by being evil and ugly. But they always come back once you get your aura in line because God assigned them to you, right? So demons, they are not fallen angels. Demons are disembodied spirits of the Nephilim. The Nephilim is the giants. The fallen angels, when they fell down with Lucifer, they bore children with the women of the earth. Seth daughters, the daughters of Seth. Because Cain killed Abel, remember. And when God sent Cain out, she bore another son named Seth. And when Seth was born, we're all of the race of Seth. So the giants and the gerbils are mighty men prior to the flood. They are not devils. Devils are fallen angels. The angels who did not keep their proper domain are the fallen watchers, and they are chained in Tartarus. And you could go look that up in the Bible in Jude 6, verse 7. And I wonder why police always ride in Taurus cars, bringing down the children of Yah Israel of God, because they're the children of the fallen, and it's a war going on, whether y'all want to believe it or not. The war isn't against us, against each other. The war is us, it's good versus evil, demons versus you want your soul, or you want it to be just gone. Like levels and signs of demonic possession, and we have to look out for that, because it's different types of ghosts. You got the common ghost, the black serpent, The demons, you got the Jakim, which is a spiritual strength of 1,000. The witch, her spiritual strength is 1,000. She stink and she work with mantrix. Mantrix are the subtile sorcerers. But like say you in your house and you doing something, and all of a sudden you smell like somebody farted, but you know ain't nobody around and you didn't fart. That could be a sign that your house is infested probably with a witch, a spirit. And they got a female goblin. Her spiritual strength is 1,000. They got the spirit. The spiritual strength is 10,000. And the subtile sorcerer who can control everybody. Ghosts can take any form depending on what they are trying to achieve. You know, a mantra to take control over lesser growths. So they, you know, they be like I read where it says that some of these demons, when they're cast back to hell, they'll go back, they'll sit and meditate on the person that sent them back and bring you bad juju. Like this shit gets so deep, it's not even funny. The female goblin, she works under the Jakins. They give Jakins information about the dead person's remedies and chanting the creator's name. I mean, the remedy for to get away from all of this would be chanting the creator's name. That's why they don't want us to know his real name. That's why they keep telling us it's Jesus. Which, yeah, if you want to say it in English, it's Jesus, but his real name is Yeshua. So if we call him by his name and ask for that forgiveness of all our sins and confessions, God will come and take it away. He won't take it away overnight, but baby steps, you guys. But we have to really know that demon possession is real. And if your baby's is acting crazy and you don't know why, pray for your baby, pray over your baby, love your baby, because love is the universal language. And these entities, they don't like love. They like, ugh, don't hug me. So if you meet somebody that just don't like, ugh, why you so nice? Why you nice? Why you always smiling? Why you always happy? Ugh. People that why not be happy? Why not have a smile? Why? I don't understand that. So now that I know that 30% of the world is possessed by demons, you know, I'm really staying in my own zone. I don't need nobody to touch me, none of that, because this stuff is real, you guys. Shoot, I'm protecting my energy, my children, and everything else that God said to do, right? Because religious tyrants are bonus demons, demonized by religious specialists, and they look to pervert right and true doctrine. We trying to get to a utopia, get rid of the bad people. We need to realize that these demons are operating on borrowed time. Christ himself has to bring them into subjection at the last judgment, which he will, because we're already living in the last days. God has allowed space and time for them to plunder and plague humanity. Some point it will all come to an end. And I think we're already at that end. By the year 2025, unfortunately, we have to go through 3 more years of this. The only person we read about that can cast out demons is Yeshua. He gave us authority to cast out devils. They can come back if one's mind and heart are still open, Ananja and the Anahata chakras, and susceptible to the tactics of demons. Pray for deliverance if you feel you suffer from demonization. Remember to protect your mind and know God is at work as equally as hard towards the cause of righteousness and his kingdom. Like Satan, he is looking for willing vessels. Make sure that you stand up and account yourself among the saints of God through trusting in Yeshua. Hallelujah. Amen, right? So yeah, you guys, that's all I want to leave you guys with. And if you want to go do more research, that's good, because I'm just here to inform you guys. I'm going to keep making videos till my head fall off. But God bless y'all. One love. Peace.